Hi, I'm Ryan Graves, and this is The Person Within. In the healthcare setting, we often don't know how our patients recover after they leave us. In this episode, we will hear the miraculous story of Randy Roberts 1 year after he was cared for urgently at United Regional while in cardiac arrest. Thanks for watching.
I had actually called in for the day sick because I wasn't feeling well, and so we kind of laid around all day and forgot I had to go to the post office to mail something, and he didn't want to come, which is not like him, but I went ahead and went. And when I came back, he looked like something was really wrong. I could just tell something was wrong, and he started sweating like really profusely. So I asked him to get up and go to the other recliner under the fan, and I was gonna go get the blood pressure machine. Started pumping it up, and he just said that, "You gotta stop, call 911. I gotta go to the hospital." I immediately called 911. So I ran downstairs, unlocked the door and opened it for them. And by the time I ran back upstairs, which had maybe been 60 to 90 seconds, he had already swapped recliners back to his recliner, and he'd actually fell forward onto the ground. I had to turn him over, and I'm still on the phone with 911, and he was unresponsive. I'm on the phone really panicking, but I knew the fire truck was outside with first responders. So we go into the trauma room, and they're just, he's only been here maybe 10 minutes, but it seemed like a lifetime. Oh, I was terrified. I was devastated. I couldn't imagine losing him. I was very scared. Dr. Saltner knew that, and he was just very calm and peaceful with me. And he would, push me up there, and then he'd pull me back and say, "Hey, we've got a shock again, but as soon as we're done, you can get back up there." And I'm just terrified the whole time, thinking, he's fixing to tell me this is it. He never did. He never wavered in just trying to make sure they did everything they could.
People who have CPR for more than 20 minutes and have a low CO2 level at that point, their likelihood of survival is less than 1%. So at him at 40 minutes having those kind of numbers, the likelihood of his survival is inordinately small. The likelihood to survival to discharge, much less a 30-day survival, is exceedingly small.
He was stable enough to move to ICU, but he was in no way, shape, or form near stable. I went home, and then they called me in 30 minutes and said that they needed consent for an emergency heart cath, that his troponin was jumping. And so Dr. Desiree did the heart cath, and he come out and said, well, he didn't have a heart attack because there's no damage. He's got the biggest, widest open arteries and vessels I've ever seen, and they're all clean. There's no heart disease. I said, okay. And he said, well, I have to diagnose this as sudden cardiac death, which I'd never heard of.
This literally is a miracle, because not only did he beat all the odds just surviving to 30 days, much less a year. Even to have a shred of ability to speak would be incredibly rare, but the fact that he's up and walking around and interacting and enjoying life and has a family that can enjoy his company is a truly remarkable miracle. He is literally one in millions that can survive something like that.
I feel good. I feel the level that I was released, I didn't think I was going to be as strong as I am, and I went through rehabs and everything like that, and I basically almost about the same as I was before. I appreciate all the work and everything they did, and brought me and made me be alive again. It was a big process for them. I'm looking forward to keep on doing what I'm doing and making it further along. I don't want to stay stagnant on the road to recovery.
Thank you so much. You all mean a lot. You're a true blessing. And you don't always get to hear what a blessing you are. And I think sometimes us as employees or coworkers or friends or patients or guests of those employees, we definitely take them for granted. And sometimes you have to kind of be put in your place to see everyone's efforts are not just wasted efforts. And I really appreciate every single one of you. I really do, because he wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the fast response of everyone involved.